everyone, how's it going? Hope you all are having a wonderful day. This week's Take Off Your Pants and Dance Like Nobody's Watching Jam of the Week is Applause by Lady Gaga. You guys don't need any more of a description. If you know me well enough, you'd understand. So yeah, link in the description box below. Starting off with Zura Janai Katsura Da. I don't know how to say that, and I'm not going to try to actually say that correctly. Ask me a goal or dream that I have. I have a couple of them. A big one would be moving to the East Coast, just because I love it there. I went and visited Boston this summer. I've been there in the past too, and I just fell in love with the city, and I love that part of the country. So hopefully someday I can make that my home. We'll see what happens there. I'm toying around with the idea of going back to school for culinary and possibly pastry arts and maybe working in a restaurant or a cafe or a bakery sort of thing in the future. The other big dream of mine, I don't know, the past couple of years has been to write a novel or publish a book. I've always really enjoyed writing. I took a class 2 semesters ago and I really enjoyed the writing. I got a good response from it, and it just made me feel really good and excited. So I have a couple stories that I need to finish someday, that I will finish someday. So hopefully I can keep the creative juices going, and it turns out to be something that maybe I can put together and publish, even if people don't necessarily like it. I just want to do that something for myself. Any siblings? I have 3 siblings and a sister-in-law. My sister Jennifer is 32, my brother Jordan is 30, who is married to my sister-in-law Janet, who is 28, and my younger brother is 23. Favorite type of food? All of it. Anything ranging from like General Tso chicken, I love, and rice. I always love making chicken tortilla soup, which takes forever to make, but it's delicious. And then anything Taco John's, which some of you might not know about. It's like Taco Bell, only better, because they have these wonderful things called potato olays, which are these things. They're awesome. Spence Star asked if I have any ideas for my next tattoos. I have a couple. I'm sure my parents will love these when they see this. The first big one that I know for sure that I want is this. It is the symbol of the balance. It's a nerdy tattoo from the game The Longest Journey. I want that on my shoulder. So it's kind of a neat symbol. It's a symbol of the balance between order and chaos within the realm of that game. But I really love the design, and if anybody sees it, they'll be like, oh, that looks kind of cool. But if anybody knows the game, they'll be like, oh, that's awesome. Next one would be weird, the Triforce, preferably on my back, hopefully with some sort of like a blue purple sort of tinting to it, because I don't know, I like the color blue, and I associate it more with the Triforce of Wisdom, which sounds stupid, but whatever. The other one would be a Triskelion of this sort, and it's not because of Teen Wolf, but I just really like the design, and it kind of goes back to my heritage, because I'm Irish, Scottish, and Welsh, so it's a bit of the Celtic heritage in me. And that symbol with the symbol of the journey symbol from the Myst series Ugru game, that little symbol in the center of it, just because I think it would be really cool. I don't know. And then another, at some point, if I'm ever feeling brave enough, I want to get the words, the greatest thing you'll ever learn is to love and be loved in return, on my side right here. So we'll see if that happens. The boss of the night shift asked, if you were on death row, what would your last meal be? Probably, I'd go with a mega meat pizza of some sort, just pounds and pounds of meat on pizza, and a giant bottle of wine, because I'm classy. 14 by 28 asked a couple questions, starting off with, I can control an entire species of animal. Which animal do I control? Most likely that would be turtles. Yeah, I just really like turtles. Insert little stupid gif of some child at a zoo. Or dogs, because I feel like dogs would probably be a lot more useful than turtles, but just all dogs in general. There's a zombie apocalypse. Which items do I take to survive? A decent knife, or and a katana, because I think katanas are pretty cool. And they're meant for hacking and slashing away at human flesh, so if I have to get rid of zombies, it'd probably be a good thing to have. If they get close, at least. Rechargeable flashlight, backpack of necessities, like first aid stuff, compass, all that. Photos of my family and friends, so I have something to hold on to and keep me from going insane. Tactical boots, some really good, strong, good quality boots of that sort. Light blanket, just in case it gets cold. Some form of fuel or fire starter, like a couple lighters and stuff. Worst case scenario handbook, just because I feel like that'd probably be really useful to have. I'm sure there's lots of other things that I can't think of right now, but yeah. I have the choice of being able to play any instrument well, looking good in any clothes, playing any game well, drawing well, and writing stories that everyone loves. Which would I choose? And going back to the novel thing, I'd love to write a story that everybody loved. that makes me happy on the inside. So, yeah, writing stories for sure. Zura and Spenstar both asked me the same question, so I'm going to just combine those. They both asked me what my favorite video game would have to be. Legend of Zelda. If I had to pick a franchise, I can't pick just one game, because that's just, you can't ask me that. But as far as a franchise goes, Legend of Zelda, the epic stories, the fantasy element, the magic and spirituality sort of thing to it, it's just wonderful. That's pretty much it. The close second and thirds to that, which would basically be a tie between these two, would be the Myst series from Cyan Worlds, and then the Longest Journey series by Ragnar Tornquist. Both wonderful series of games. I'm super excited to see Dreamfall chapters once that's done, because I donated to that Kickstarter. Super excited, yeah. Okay, on to the next set of questions. Hey, so what's the Wi-Fi password? Ah! What? What are you doing here? What do you mean? I've been here the entire time. I thought you... Surprise! Ah! Ah! You're so jumpy. What are you guys doing here? I thought you guys got a place together. Yeah, and we did, and the guy wanted like $400 for like a deposit, and then like we would have to pay rent every month. Like, ew. Yeah, but that's what happens when you get an apartment. Well, I don't have a job, so... Sammy, I thought you had a job. Well, yeah, I used to work at Maurice's. What does that mean? But they were totally rude and fired me for some dumb reason. I just borrowed a few tops. You stole from the store? It was just like totally, just like a couple dozen tops. I was gonna bring them back eventually. Maybe. What? Can you guys go away for a little bit? We can talk about this later. I just really, really need to finish this video. Cool. So we can stay? I said we'll talk about this later. Oh. Fine. Okay, so where was I? Korthos asked, who is my favorite character from the Doctor Who franchise? That'd be a toss-up between Donna Noble and Amy Pond. They're both fantastic, they're hilarious, they're strong. I don't know, I like the gingers. So, yeah. Timid the Wolf asked my favorite Doctor Who alien with the Doctor excluded. That would probably be either the Adipose, just because they're so friggin' cute, or the Daleks, just, they're iconic. Always enjoy the Dalek episodes. There's others I'm sure that I'm forgetting too, but those are the ones that just popped into my head. Colt Popture, or Danny, asked me if I could associate a color with my mood right now, what would it be? Blue, probably. Not so much as a sad blue, it's more of just a calm, I don't know. We're generally pretty happy, I guess. Gruff Wannabe asked, pick any apocalypse and choose how it ends. I don't know. I've always been obsessed with the apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic sort of things. Probably something along the lines of The Tribe, if any of you know what that is. It was a TV show in the early 2000s from New Zealand and the UK. But something along the lines of a big epidemic or sort of disease that wipes out a bunch of people, and then whoever's left over has to pick up the pieces and reconstruct the world, and depending on what choices are made, we grow as the humankind again, or everyone just eventually dies off. So, maybe some sort of zombie apocalypse sort of thing, but with less of, like, the endless hordes of zombies that never die, like some sort of zombies that last for a couple months, but then people just stayed safe and stayed away from the bodies, and then eventually we regrow the population and all that sort of stuff, and we learn from our mistakes. At least I would hope so. Queen Butterfay, Gina, asked me, do I live for the applause? Applause, applause. Duh. When am I returning? Returning meaning going back to Boston, to which I reply soon, /Lady Matka. And what is the temperature danger zone? I've never heard this question before, but it is 41 degrees to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so it's like 5 degrees Celsius to either 58 or 60 degrees Celsius. I never remember this one. I'm sorry, Gina, I failed you. The Valiant Mr. Peabody asked what one musical artist I would love to see in concert, and that would be Bjork. Above and beyond anyone else. I've adored her from when I was young. I love her music, I love everything about her, and I love plenty of other artists too, but I still have yet to see Bjork, and I would do a lot to see Bjork, but she never comes anywhere near here, which is unfortunate, but someday I will see her in concert. Our Book Bakes, Ryan, asked me some Pokemon questions, which is cool, but at the same time, I don't know a lot about Pokemon, unfortunately. I like it, but I'm a little behind on the times, so pardon, don't hate me. But he asks my favorite gen, which starter would I usually pick, favorite type, and Ash versus Red. Favorite gen would probably be 1 or 2, just because that's what I know the most of. I haven't played a lot since Pokemon Yellow, so I'm sorry. I do like Pokemon and I loved the movies and stuff, but I was always so bad at the games. So I will pick it up again someday, and I'm hoping to after I get a 3DS XL at some point, and then play like the new Pokemon games and all the ones that I missed. I do like the water Pokemon typically the most. I guess Ash, just because nostalgic goggles on, just what I grew up with, I guess. He's kind of a derp, but that's just what I'm used to. Now I really want to go watch Pokemon 2000, which is my favorite Pokemon movie, at least. I will work on it. Someday I'll catch up. I promise. Kheim87, probably not saying that right either, but he asked If you were being reborn to become an animal, what kind of animal would you choose and why? Most likely a sea turtle. Again, I like my turtles a little bit. As long as I could hatch and then escape from the beach to the ocean without being eaten by like avian predators, that would be nice. And like live to be 150 years old and all that stuff. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Game. Todd, go away. I'm about 2 seconds away from... Wait, are you naked? Yeah, it got really warm in here. I've been sweating off my butt. Ew. Just go away. Just go away. Okay, I'm ending this video now. Thanks for your questions, you guys are awesome. I will talk to you later, hopefully sooner rather than later. Have a wonderful day. See ya. Also like, comment, and subscribe if you like this sort of thing. Okay, bye.